Okay, so today we're going to talk about the omni-channel routing. Um, I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it, but usually this is kind of relatively new features like introduced by Salesforce, wherein instead of going with their standard routing procedure, you can use the omni-channel. So we're going to talk about it, how it is. But before that, this is the introduction session where I would like to know what's your name, role, and location. So I think we have talked about it. So I think I won't spend much time on this. So we're gonna start with our session right away. So this is the forward-looking statements. That means if you're going to do any purchase decisions, you have to make it based on the current products available in the market. So that's the standard statement. And welcome to Salesforce Developer Group. So we are based in Connecticut, and it's in Stamford. So I know some of you guys are already in here, and some of you are joining like virtually. So yeah, welcome. So this is about me. My name is Amol. I'm a Salesforce technical architect plus senior developer, and I'm leading this group since last couple of months now. And also I used to be part of Top Coder Code board member. And I write some blogs, and I'm like applications architect as well. I'm 9 certified. So, and that's my LinkedIn. If you guys want to join me on LinkedIn. So let's talk about the session. So what we're gonna get today out of this session, right? So we have we're gonna know like what exactly the omni-channel is and how we're gonna work on that, and also we're gonna listen to, or we're gonna learn about some types of routing, like what kind of routing types we have in omni-channel. Then we have another topic called as Omni-Channel Supervisor, which everybody hates. Like nobody wants a supervisor. So we have one tool wherein you can really observe all your employees, how this is gonna work. So we're gonna see that as well. And then we're gonna choose some demo, like how the omni-channel gonna look like inside the Salesforce. So we're gonna do the complete configuration, and we're gonna see how it looks. So yes, so let's go ahead. So if we see this screen, so this is how our screen looks like, wherein the omni-channel UI is kind of this.
I guess it's just me.
Yeah, so we have some people online.
Okay.
Yeah, you can join. Yeah,
I didn't realize.
that's fine. No worries. Yeah. So
Next
this,
to you, so I can
no worries.
see.
That's fine. No worries. So this is the password if you want to use.
Okay.
So if you want, you can just see my screen. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
logging in.
Yeah. No worries. So this is my name is Amol, by the way.
Sarah.
Sarah. Okay. We have Akshuda online. So yeah. So this is the screen of omni-channel, wherein we're gonna see how the omni-channel gonna work. So this is the omni-channel supervisor. We
Okay.
have agents tab, queues, backlogs tab, and assigned work. But as and when we're gonna see the demo, we're gonna see the whole thing, how it's gonna look. So okay, the first thing is we have the omni-channel solution, how this works. So we have some capabilities like how this is gonna work. So we're gonna see the first part is presence. So the thing is that how this omni-channel work is, first of all, it is exactly like the way our other apps works. Like example, like social media. So in order to go to online, you just need to set your status like online, you're on break or you're busy, whatever it is. So first thing is you can set your presence, like how this is gonna work. And once you have that, then once you make yourself available, you're gonna see the routing procedures where you can see based on your availability, you can get the cases, or you can configure this particular omni-channel to any object, any S object. Then actually you can get the cases routed to you based on the whether you have available number of hours, whether you are the oldest person, or you have number of skills, or what kind of capacity you have, or there are a number of factors which are involved. Based on that, you're gonna get the routing capabilities. Then after this, we have another thing called as supervisor. So whatever cases you're getting it, once you're available and you consider you're working on 5 cases at a time, then you have a supervisor capability where you can see how many people are working on a particular case right now, how many people are busy, how many people are available, and how my workload is assigned. And there is like a supervisor console in the Salesforce. So we're gonna look for that as on when go ahead there. So I think instead of going to the slide, I think we should just go ahead and start looking at the online. Like let me just log into Salesforce and let me show you how we're gonna configure this.
And this is something I only have the trailhead access.
Oh, okay.
Is that will I be able to will this stuff be applicable?
Okay.
to-
Yeah. So the thing is that this is the Omni-Channel, right? So what you can, if you wanna explore how it works, what you can do, you can just log into the standard developer free app. So
Okay.
when they will give you like
Yeah.
free app and like not app, free org. And once you have that free org, you can just log in and explore the options.
Okay.
And that's like available on free. If you can just search for like create Salesforce developer account,
Okay.
so you can get free access to that.
Okay.
So that is the thing. And right now I'm logged into Salesforce and I'm going to show you how the Omni-Channel looks. So the very first part is when you log into Salesforce, you need to activate the Omni-Channel. So in order to activate the Omni-Channel, what you can do is you can just go to the Omni-Channel setting. And in Omni-Channel setting, if right now it's already activated in my org, so you will see it's already activated, but there will be like a checkbox here called as enable Omni-Channel. So this is the first step. So you need to activate this called as enable Omni-Channel. So once you do that, then you'll see some other options here. So we're gonna go ahead with other options. So the first option we're gonna see is like enable status-based capacity model. So what this means is, consider like I have a case, right? And whenever the new case is coming up into the system, I want to assign it to you or assign it to person B. So I want to assign this particular case whenever the status is in new. I mean, like the case has multiple statuses, like it could be like new, it could be resolved or whatever. But I want to assign cases whenever the status is new. So there is a status called as enable status-based capacity model. So once you check this checkbox, then it will give you a capability wherein you can enable the omni-channel for a particular object for a particular status. So we're going to see that how that works. And there are some other options like enable secondary routing priority, and there's like enable skill-based priority. So regarding the skill-based, right, how that works. So skill-based priority is like consider once I get a case and if I'm very good at finance, right? So I can assign that case to finance people. So if other person is good at IT, so if I get any IT cases, so I can assign it to IT person. So that's how it's gonna work. So we have like skill-based routing, we have the status-based routing, but for this demo, I think we're gonna go ahead with the status-based routing. So let's see how it works. Before that, we're gonna go ahead. I'll just first of all show you like a quick demo, then we'll see the configurations. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and gonna create one case and see how this is gonna work. But before that, I'm gonna switch my app to Service Console. And if you see this, so in the doc section, you will see the Omni-Channel pop-up here. So this pop-up will tell you like if you have any new cases coming up or what's your work schedule looks like. So right now, if you see, as I told you, like you need to set your status, like you need to make yourself available in order to receive the cases. So if you see here, so I have multiple statuses here, like the busy, on break, offline. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make myself available here, like this. So it tells the priest, like right now if you see there is one work available, so I'm gonna just skip that. So right now I made myself available. So what happened is, whenever new cases comes up, so that time I'm gonna receive that case here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create one case. So the case is what I'm gonna keep the status as new, and then I'm gonna put some details like sample omni-channel case. I'm gonna save it. And in omni-channel, so there is one thing. So if you see the owner, so whenever the owner is a particular queue, that time you're gonna see the cases are being routed to omnichannel. So we're gonna see that configuration later, but right now I'm showing you the demo how it's gonna work. So the case is okay. I'm gonna assign it to case queue. So as soon as I assign this case to case queue, I'm gonna receive the alert and pop up here saying that if you can see here. So just now this is the new case created like 1029, and now this omnichannel has routed this case to me saying that okay, you got one case here, and if I want I can enable this case. If I want, like, I can accept this case. If I want, I can reject this case. It's all up to you guys. Like, consider if you want to reject this, then you can reject it based on the results. So this is the basic demo of omnichannel. So let's go back to the configuration, how this is gonna work. So, okay, so regarding the omnichannel here, first of all, we have some presence configuration. So just now we saw that, right? So as I assigned this case to a queue, a particular queue, that was like sample queue. So whenever I assign it, so right now, if you see, I have a case here. So this is the case queue, which is already created. And if you want to set up a completely new configuration, what you can do is you can go to setup, click on service setup. And once you click on service setup, you're going to go to the home page. And on home page, you will see the view all link. Just click on it. Okay, it worked, but I just refreshed the page. I'm sorry. So I just clicked on view all, and now you can just search here omnichannel setup. So once you search your omnichannel setup, you're gonna click on start, and here you're gonna give your queue name. So this is where the omnichannel queue, if you see the queue which I created, case queue, you're gonna set it up here. So I'm gonna give like demo queue here, and the name has to be unique. So it will look like this, and you can add people to it. So right now I'm the only one here, so I'm just gonna add by myself. I'm gonna click on next. Then here you're gonna see the priority. So what it tells me is I have two queues. One is like case queue, which is existing, and I'm just creating another queue for this omnichannel. So it is asking me which priority should I give. Should I give the priority 1 or should I give a priority 2? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell that keep this new queue as a priority 2 because I already have 1. So I'm going to click on next. So we have this screen. So this screen tells me that what is this, like you can just configure like how many cases a particular agent can handle at a time. Right, so this is like agent capacity, and this is the item size. So if I say like, okay, one case is of size 5 and capacity is 20, that means I can handle like 4 cases at a time. So you can configure that capacity here. So once it is there, you can click on next. So when it is there, it will just click, it will create the omnichannel for you. And I mean, like it will create the queue for you, and it will create the present configuration. But we're not going to do that. We already done this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the setup again, and I'm going to show you the omnichannel setting. We did this. We saw the presence configuration. So in presence configuration, if you see the demo queue got created here, which just now we created. But right now we're going to see how the configuration is. So if you go here to the queue, you will see some configuration here. Example is the like capacity is 20. Then you can configure whether you want to automatically accept the request or not. So what this configuration suggests is whenever you get a case, whether you want it to be accepted automatically or you want agent to accept it manually. Then we have another configuration for it, like called as allow agents to decline the requests. So what does that mean? Like if you want the agent to decline the case whenever it routed to him, you can configure it here. But right now it's not configured, so let's do that right now. Let me just do that. So what I'll do, I'll just use my existing queue which I have, the case queue. What you're gonna do is we're gonna add the decline request. So here I'm adding the agent, but yeah, before that I need to add the decline reasons. So let's go to the presence decline reasons. So here you can add the decline reasons. So I'm gonna say, okay, I'm bored. I don't wanna. Okay, this is my one of the reason to avoid the task. Then I'm gonna add another reason. I don't wanna work.
So is this where I would download the Omni-Channel?
No, not this actually. So if you can just search for the, just create Salesforce developer hour.
Create Salesforce developer
Uh-huh,
account,
mhm.
and you don't need a
Yeah, developer account. That's right.
you don't need a business email for.
No,
like
you can
business-
just install it with your normal login, like normal email. So once you go here, yeah, you can just put your details here. So that will create
Okay,
the.
so you don't need to put any money in. Like,
No money. It's just it's free. You can just
Oh, okay, I
put
didn't
your
realize
name.
that.
Yeah.
Um,
So this is what it is. I'm gonna put the name as I don't wanna work. So, okay, so I just created two, like decline reasons. Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to the case queue, and I'm gonna configure this decline request. So as soon as you do this, and there is another option called as allow agents to choose decline reasons. So if you see, I'm gonna choose one of the reasons. One is like I'm bored, other one is like I don't wanna work. So you can choose whatever you want. And I'm just click on save. So whenever agent is gonna get the case request, so he can see that there will be a decline reason if he wants to decline. Then you can assign this particular configuration to multiple users. So there is a configuration. If you can see here, there's like available users, and you can assign it to multiple profiles. So right now, let me just assign it to system administrator. Okay, it's already assigned to system administrator, so that's it. So we are here. So the presence configuration is done, and whenever you guys heard the sound, like the noise, like whenever the case came in, so this is the request sound enabled. So if you want the music to be appear, like music one, if you want to listen to music, then you can just check this checkbox. So this way, whenever the case is coming up, you will see the sound. Then like you can just check this checkbox if you want the sound to be disabled, or like whenever you disconnect from the Omni-Channel, if you want the sound to be present, or like if you want to hear the sound, you can just check this checkbox. And once it is done, you can just click on save. So this is the presence configuration, and we just now configured the decline reasons here. So now let's go to the presence statuses. So whenever when you saw the Omni-Channel element here, Omni-Channel routing here, so you saw that there are some statuses here, like one is like available case, I'm busy, I'm off break. So this Omni-Channel thing, it gives you a flexibility to configure this. So wherein like you can configure what exactly you want, like whether you want to add another status, like if you want to add like status like, okay, I'm away, like I'm on vacation, I'm eating food, whatever. So I'm sorry.
Does it take does it like I never got the confirmation email.
Okay.
Does it not take Gmail? Or?
No, it should take Gmail. So can you just? It takes like one or maybe within a minute. Oh, you got it. Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes it's like instantaneous.
Gotcha. That's right. So okay, so these are the presence configuration statuses wherein you can configure them. Then we have the routing configuration. So just now you saw that we have now two routing configurations. First one is like for case queue, which was existing, and other one is like demo queue, which we just created. So let's take a look at it, like how it is. So okay, so when you see the routing settings, we have the routing priority. So when we were configuring when we were doing the configuration for the Omni-Channel, you saw that there was a priority thing. Like you can have the priority 1, or you can have priority 2, or you can set whatever priority you want. And in case you have multiple cases, or sorry, multiple queues for cases. So what I said was this is the priority 1 queue. So whenever you get a case, just assign it to this one. Then you have the routing model wherein you can assign it based on the different settings. The first one is like most available. So what it tells you is the person or the agent who is most available, assign this case to him first. Or you can set it like, okay, the person who is not working a lot, like he's like least active, just assign it to him. Or you can do the external routing. So the external routing is the one wherein like you can route these cases to the external systems. So that's one of the configuration. Then you have the push out seconds. Then you have the drop additional timeout seconds. Then you can set the skill-based routing rules. So there is a flexibility to do that, like for which you need to enable the cases, like enable the skills here. Right now we're not going to do that as part of this demo, but there is a flexibility to do that. So how this is going to work is like, consider you have a skill, like consider you like you are like finance-based person or like IT system. So based on that, you're going to see this like how it is. And if you have particular skills, then based on that skill set, you can see the configuration. Oh yeah, you got it?
Yes.
Okay,
So
cool.
now what do I do?
Yeah, so if you can search for the Omni-Channel there, yeah, just search for Omni. Just search for Omni, maybe.
Okay. And so this is like a customer service.
That's
seems
right.
like.
Yeah, if you see Omni-Channel settings, yeah.
Here.
So that's the one. So in order to do that, first you need to enable the Omni-Channel. So there will be a checkbox there. Yeah. Yeah. So Akshat, are you there? Are you listening to us?
Is that the only?
Yes, I
Okay.
am.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So you just did that. So
Okay.
for this demo, what you can do, you can just enable this checkbox.
Enable the
Yeah,
status-based
that's right.
capacity
That's
model.
right. Yeah,
and
you
close
do
it.
that. So what that is like status-based configuration. What I'm telling the system is, whenever my case status is new or whatever it is, then assign this case to Omni-Channel. So
Okay.
that's what the status-based routing is.
Okay.
Okay. So regarding this, so I think we'll get back to this once
Sure.
we are done with this, right? So we have this routing priority. Just now we saw that. Then we have like this timeouts when you can configure it. Then we have the skill base, which we just talked about, and we have the units for capacity, like we just saw, like whenever like we saw that we configured the capacity as like 20, like and we have the unit is 5. That means like the one case with the capacity as 5, and if I have my total capacity as 20, so an agent can handle 4 cases at a time. Or if you want, you can set it as a percentage as well. So there is a way to do that. And once you do that, then we have like service channels. So we just saw that, like we have this Omni-Channel setup. And this is what I was talking about. Like you can configure this for any object. So when I said like this particular thing is for case, if you see, we have like multiple objects here. Right now I have only few custom objects here. I have one standard object called as case. So what I'm telling is, whenever the object is case, and if you see the capacity model is status based here, which is what I have enabled. So what I'm doing is, whenever my capacity model is status based, then I can choose which pick list value you want to choose. Right now, like there are so many options. Consider like on case, there are like 5-6 pick list options. So it will show you all of them here. What I did was I selected the status as new. So, and it has like multiple other statuses, but what I'm telling to the system is, whenever I'm getting a new case having a status new, then enable this particular Omni-Channel. So route all these cases to system, or like to the queue, or like skills, whatever it is, whatever we have configured. So once it is there, and we have another 2 more checkbox, we're going to look at them later. So once this is done, I'm going to click on save. Okay, so now this is what we have done. Then as I told you, we have like skill-based setting, which I'm not configuring right now because for this demo, let's keep it to the normal one. So now as we have configured the system, so now if you take a look, now I'll create one more case I'm cloning the existing case here. Another case, I'm gonna put it. And if you see, I'm keeping the status as new here because I want the status to be new, because whenever the status is new, then only I'll see the cases to be assigned. And I'm gonna click on save. But this particular thing didn't assign any like, do you guys know why it didn't assign? Because right now if you see, our case owner is myself, it's not assigned to the queue. So in order it to be assigned to Omni-Channel, we have to assign this particular case to a particular queue. So I'm gonna assign it to sample queue. Okay, case queue, which is what I had. So, okay, I just did that. And if you see, I have like a sound here. And this sound tells me that you have a new case. And whenever I open this, I think I should refresh the page because we configured the decline statuses. So I should be able to see the decline statuses, which I didn't see. So what I did was I just refreshed my page to get the latest data. Okay, so now I see that. If you see here, so we now, initially I just had the accept button, but now have the cancel button as well. So how that worked was because I configured the decline reasons here. So first decline reason was like I'm bored, and second was like I don't want to work. So let's see. So once I click on decline, see, now we have a pick list here. So this pick list tells me, okay, whatever you want to choose. Consider I'm saying that, okay, I'm bored, I don't want to choose this. So I'm going to click on submit here. So if you see the case didn't assign to me. So no one is assigned. So I just rejected the work. So if you want, what you can do is you can just change the statuses to something else, and you can again mark the status as this, and if you want you can just assign. You can see right now, if you see the case is again, I just got the state like the case again. So this time I'm going to accept the case, and that's it. So I just accepted the case here. Now I'm going to show you the Omni-Channel. So let me just clone this stuff, and I'm gonna assign this case to a queue. There's the case queue. Okay, I just did that. Now the most interesting part. So what we're gonna see is, so this thing provides the Omni-Channel supervisor. So for that, if you see here, we have like supervisor configuration. So Omni-Channel supervisor, which I showed you in the PPT earlier, so that's the one which will give you the overall idea, like how much work is and how it is. So this is where you configure your Omni-Channel. So you can assign the supervisors, like who are the supervisors and which profiles it is assigned to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Omni-Channel supervisor now. I'm just searching for the, so there will be a tab for Omni Supervisor. I'm just going to click on that. Now it's opening it up. Okay, now if you see this screen, this is the screen which will tell you, okay, the one guy is available right now, and that's me. So if you have multiple users, you will see multiple users over there. Now, if you see, it will tell you like how many cases are in progress, how many cases are about to, like if you see the queue, it is telling you like how many cases are there, what's the capacity, how many cases this agent can handle. Like if you see this particular thing, we have like 4 cases right now, and it will tell you like what's the last login and since how long I didn't accept the case. And it will tell you like what is the workload. If you see, this guy has like 4 cases right now, which we've configured. Like he's like at his full capacity because we had set like 5, like each unit is like a 5, and we have the workload of 20. So if you see here right now, he is like overloaded. Not overloaded, he has like a lot of cases right now in his queue. That's why the capacity is 100%, and you can see this queue. So if you want, there is a way to change the status here. So the Omni-Channel user or the owner so our supervisor, he can change the status for this particular user, because if you see this particular guy is like busy, on break, whatever it is, you can literally set that. And yes, so this is regarding the Omni-Channel supervisor, which we can configure, and we can see what all things he can do, what all things he can, or like how you can assign the work, and we have how many backlogs we have. So this backlog is for skills. So if you configure your Omni-Channel for the skills, you will see it here. And we have like assigned work, you'll see it here. Then now another part is like, as I told you, you can configure this for any S object. That means if you have a custom object, then you can configure it for anything. Yeah, so you got it? Oh yeah, you got it here. So
Agent, yeah, I tried Omni Supervisor.
yeah, that's right. So this is like Omni Supervisor.
Okay.
When you got the supervisor tab, when
Oh,
you
add
can
to nav bars.
no,
Okay.
actually, first like you need to configure the Omni-Channel now.
Okay.
First go to the setup. Just
the gear.
sorry, just click on your user.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, just click on setup. I'm sorry. Go to the service setup. Then
Omni-Channel here.
yeah, so you can click on the view all here. That's right. So I'll show it in my screen too. So
Sure.
so this way like it will be recorded and she can see it too. So once you do this, then click on search for Omni there. OMNI. Yeah. Then once you do that, click on start. Then yeah, here you can give your queue name. Like what's the queue name you want to give it to?
Okay.
Like whatever. It has to be unique.
Okay. And then.
Okay, so yeah, so you need to give the agent name. So they give the same name like open cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open cases
Yeah,
agents.
whatever. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Then you can click on go down. So you can add yourself because you are the only user
Right.
gonna be in that queue. So click on next now. Yeah, so this is default capacity. You can keep it. Click on next. Okay, now so once you're done with this, you can click on finish. Okay. So okay, now this is the configuration is done. Now you can go to the Omni, search for Omni in the setup.
Here.
Yeah. Okay, so now you can click on the presence configuration. Yeah, that's one. Then you can search for, yeah, you can click on your open, this is the one you created just now, and click on edit. And if you can go down and see if you want to configure anything. No, I think you're good because you don't want to have. Okay, so you just add your profile here, just down. Like if you go to your selected profiles, just go down.
Add
No, here.
Okay.
If you go down here, yeah, you select your system admin profile because
Okay.
you are an admin. Search for the system admin there.
System administrator. Okay.
So once you do that,
And then save.
yeah, so you just save that. Then you can go to the routing configuration. Once you go to the routing configuration, you can click on the case, the open cases queue which you have. Yeah, just click on that. So once you click there, then click on edit. Then here you can see the here you already have the routing priority as 1. So here you are good. You can just click on cancel.
Okay.
Then you can click on service channels. On service channel, you will see the Omni-Channel, your name. Just click on edit there. Now here you will configure it for your cases object. Just go to the capacity model as status based. Instead of tab based, just make it as status based.
Okay.
Then add, oh, you should see the, let me just get, oh yeah, you should see the pop. Then select the status, pick list there, pick list as a status, yeah.
This one here?
The status, second one,
Okay.
yeah, that's right. Then you can select the value as new, yeah, that's right. So this tells them, the Omni-Channel, that whenever the status is new, then assign it. So now you can click on save. Okay, now the configuration is done. So what you can do is you can just go to the apps, just click on the plus icon here, then go to the service console app. Okay, once you do that, then just try to create a case. If you see, just make yourself available first. You can see the Omni-Channel already set up now. Just click on offline and click on this, this one, and make available case. Yeah, this way you are available in the system now. Now you can click on the new. Now you can create a new case. Actually, I'm sorry. So you can create a new case here. Yeah, just give this details, whatever you want, like the sample one. Maybe you can click on save. Keep the new status as new, and
Just pick one.
yeah, whatever the default value. This is anyway sample case. Yeah, you can get it. You can. Thank you.
Do you also want me to bring you like some to-go boxes too?
Yeah, we'll need that. Thank you. Okay, so you can click on save.
Okay.
Okay, so now this is done. Now what you can do, you can go to details and just change the owner of this queue. Owner to, maybe you can just go to details, so wherein you can see the big screen here. So yeah, just click on change the owner. Oh no, just click on back. Maybe you clicked on back. Oh,
Accent.
here, just click on this link. Yeah, that's right. And here, change it to queue. Yeah. And then what name you gave, just search your name, like the cases or agents, whatever the cases maybe. Yeah, not that.
Forget case. It was.
That's what, you can just search for case. Oh, thank you. Case. Wow. Okay.
This is what you got.
Okay, we need your help.
Let us know what you need. We have boxes if you want to take some home.
Yeah, we'll let you know. And also, can we get? I think do you want something to drink?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay. So case. Just,
Case agent? I
what?
forget what I call. Yeah, I don't remember what.
That's fine. We can just search over there. Maybe just a second. Search here. Oh, thank you. Okay, open cases
Okay.
agent. Okay, you can just search that. Maybe search for open, it should come up. Yeah, open cases, that's right. And you can just change the owner now.
Change
Yeah.
owner.
Yeah, so you got the case actually. So if you see here, you see your stuff.
Okay, so
You can
that
see-
was just
That was just
direct-
routed to you.
Okay.
actually. So this case, so that's how it is. Like now you can accept it, you can reject it. So that's how it works.
Okay.
So that was the overall demo about the Omni-Channel. So let's just get back to our slide, which is like we're about to end. So we saw that we have like queue-based routing. So the way we have it, like we just saw that we can create our queues and we can have those queue-based routing. Then we have like skill-based routing, which we didn't configure, but we saw that like we have the skill-based routing, and then you can do this routing to the external systems as well. That means instead of doing here, you can configure it externally. Then this was the supervisor we saw. So whenever you got any work, you can see this, and the supervisor can monitor this, and based on this, he can decide, okay, who is overloaded, who has less work, and depending on that, he can assign the work. Then yes, if you guys have any questions, anyone? Do you have
Sure,
any?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, so as I said, I've been using Trailhead, so
Yeah.
that's a separate login, that stays a separate login
Yeah.
from this.
That's right. This is like, you can consider this is as like your developer environment wherein you can do your work. Like you can do sample everything, whatever. You
Okay.
do. The Trailhead is like altogether a different login. So whatever
That's
you
where
learn
you
in 12
learn
you can,
stuff.
yeah, you can learn there and you can
And
do
apply
here.
it.
Yeah,
Okay,
whatever you
that
can
makes
apply, you
sense.
can apply it here. So, okay, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to text me later. Anyway, I'm gonna upload this to the site. Yeah, thank you so much for this. And also, like, I'm sorry, like, I was expecting like more people, but we have some gifts. So whatever you want. You want
Oh,
this, you want
wow.
that.
Let's see, I'll take.
You have, okay. So Akshata, actually, if you're the people who are online, so we don't, like, we were supposed to have these gifts for people who are in person, but I'm sorry. So maybe next time, yeah, next time if you guys are here, we'll give you something, guys. We'll see. But yeah, so anyway, like, thank you so much for joining.
Mm-hmm.
And, okay, so we're going to enjoy our food anyway. So we have to. So thank you so much. Thank you, Akshata. So nice meeting you.
Thank you. It was great.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
hope to see you next event too. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.